Hey everybody, Funko here for week 8 of the LDL Draft League. I'll be up against Lulu and her Psychic Drain team over here. Bringing my Mono Dragons. It looks a bit scary against 3 Fairies and this strong Ice type and Claire and Darmanitan. But in actuality, I think this can be a very good matchup for me. Particularly because of all these shared typings and their weaknesses to some certain types. If I go to matchup here, I'll go to it real quick. It's always really nice to look at these type charts in game. You can see Lulu's team. You go over to Poison. 4 months that are weak to Poison. 5 months that are weak to Ghost. 4 months that are weak to Steel. And in terms of resist, there's 1 Ghost resist. There's 1 Poison resist. And the 2 Steel resist. So spamming those types with this team is going to get me wins very easily. So going over this, the team that I am going to bring is me. Focus Sash, Dragon Dance, Dragapult over here. With that disable, D-Dance, Fend, Force, Dragon Darts, disable, hopefully being able to get rid of any sort of attacks that's basically I need to after a Dragon Dance. I come in on Tapu Lele, choice Tapu Lele for instance, I could disable Moonblast and get free setup. Mainly because I have no other moves that I need. This Dragon Dance plus Phantom Force and D-Darts is going to go absolutely crazy versus this team. If Gyarados doesn't come, and or Aimif will get rid of it, then this Dragapult will absolutely go crazy. Clear Body can prevent Intimidate from this Hitmontop 2, or this Pre-Mega Gyarados. Next up, I have Hisuian Guja with the Cut Step Berry. I just have Curse as sort of a filler move. Again, I only need these 2 moves. Heavy Slam goes insane into this team. There's no real switch in at all. Overpond does not really beat me 1v1. Especially since I can go for Dragon Tail, get rid of any sort of setup shenanigans from that thing. And basically, if I have this Guja in on anything there, anything starting to KO me, I could just make sure to endure down to my cut step range. And I could just knock them out really quick. I made sure to have 128 HP and no defense investment. So that way I can take a Darmanitan Icicle Crash with enough HP to be in my cut step range and also not die to a single Earthquake. Next up I have Chigalgi, again another Focus Sash. If you look at this team over here, you can see that there is no actual good hazard removal other than that Hitmontop. So I'm hoping that I can get up my T-Spikes versus their team. T-Spikes go really hard into this team. Of course that Hatterene is going to be an issue, but I can just OHKO that with my Sludge Wave from Chigalgi. And another Focus Sash because this team all threatens Chigalgi immediately. So I am basically just hoping that I can get a very strong hit in with my Sludge Wave, Draco Meteor, and hopefully grab a KO. And if I find myself with low special attack, I can always get a slow flip turn out afterwards and go into another one of my Revenge Killers to get rid of whatever is trying to use me as bait. Next up, Choice Scarf Naganadel. This will ensure that I can outspeed Deoxys and grab the KO. So you can see I am modest here, so I will get a special attack boost from Beast Boost. So if I do get started with Sludge Wave, of course no resist to Sludge Wave other than Golurk, then it'll be very hard to stop the ball from rolling. That Choice Scarf preventing Revenge Killing from basically almost everything here, except perhaps Darmanitan might be able to live. Next up I have 2 more Sash mods. As you can see, I'm really abusing the fact that Golurk is kind of bad into my team in general, and that's really the only good hazard setter. Deoxys can set hazards, but Deoxys is offensively versus me. And I am bringing this sideguard with Focus Sash, D-Dance, Extreme Speed, Iron Tail, Earthquake. ESP just in case side terrain isn't up, I might be able to grab something versus a faster mon like Deoxys, like Hatterene, under Trick Room and be able to kind of revenge them at low HP. But mainly I'm just going for that strong Iron Tail and that strong Earthquake and no flying types other than Pre-Mega Gyarados. So I don't need 1000 arrows, I'd rather take the damage of Earthquake instead. And Iron Tail being able to hit this whole team is very nice. Next up is Hydreigon. This mon's easier for... I do want to get my rocks, but this mon is easier for Hatterene to switch into. So I figure this Focus Sash with Dragon Dance will be an insanely good lead to this team. Because whatever happens, I can't get KO'd by something like Darmanitan U-Turn or Icicle Crash. I can always get up a Dragon Dance. And then I can hit that Hatterene very hard with Iron Tail or Beat Up. It may or may not die. It doesn't really matter as long as I get enough chip on Hatterene or able to revenge it with literally anything. Or even force a Beast Boost KO from Naganadel, that will be absolutely perfect. And of course, if I'm able to KO Hatterene, I can get up my Stealth Rocks after. That'll be really good for late game. But that is all. I'll bring you guys back soon for the battle. Welcome back for the battle, everybody. Lulu here brought all 3 Psychic Fairies, so definitely going to be an issue with those Moot Blasts flying around. But luckily, all 3 of those are in fact weak to poison. I brought both of my poison types, so I think things are still looking fine, especially with my Scarf Naganadel being able to kind of just throw off any sort of Sludge Wave it wants late game. Early game though, I'm still worried about that Darmanitan as a lead. I kind of just want to lead as I originally intended, just with Hydreigon, get up my Stealth Rocks hopefully, in order to chip down the Darmanitan. Hopefully I lead into basically anything, and Hatterene does not come out on those Stealth Rocks. I get bounced back. That would be very, very unfortunate. I think very annoying. I have 2 Sash Mons that it would break. No, I have 3. Who leads Darmanitan? I'm just going to Dragon Dance up first to go for U-Turn. Because Dragon Dance is a very safe play, because if they do go Hatterene, yeah, here I could just go for Iron Tail right off the bat. I could also go for Beat Up, but Iron Tail is just going to be fine. So I think it will actually just demolish this thing. Let's have the Babiri Berry actually, so it will live that. And Hatterene is able to take out my Hydreigon, so it won't get any sorts of Arcs up, which is a bit annoying. But now I do have my Naganadel in on this Hatterene. And I do have Beast Boost Special Attack, I do have the Choice Scarf. So we'll be able to go for an extremely free Sludge Wave right here. As it's likely AV because it comes hard in. It only takes 40. Countertech is not working right now, but that shouldn't matter. I'm not too worried about this thing. I'm not sure what it's going to do here. I could try to pivot into something, but I think it could go for Earthquake. I do just need a little bit of chip on this to make sure Sludge Wave will actually KO this later. So I'm thinking I just go into Side Guard, I get some chip on this, and I bring back in Naganadel. And that's one more thing weakened for the end game, either Sludge Wave or Dragapult G-Dance. So I think I'll just go into this. It does have triple axle, interesting. It does manage to knock that out, but I can just go into Dragapult here. I'll go and disable that. Because that is just the one thing basically that can break through my Focus Sash. So I didn't go for Earthquake there because I could have won into Guja, but that does make sense. The triple axle being able to basically beat down my whole team. Do go into Hatterene as I disable if I hit disable. That's fine, I could just Dragon Dance up on this for free. I actually didn't know you could disable your own disable with that. I thought it would be like Encore where you can't Encore into that. They do go for Nuzzle and slow me down, but now I am able to just... I don't think this Link Clean for this can kill me. It's sort of maxed step, but I'll just go for this. Just get rid of this thing. Definitely a bit annoying, but I'm still looking very good for the Naganadel endgame because this Hitmontop is now in range of that +1 Sludge Wave. So this thing comes out, but I'm perfectly fine with this Carnivore killing me here. I don't really need this for anything particular as long as I get a Naganadel after. This can't hold a berry or anything. So kill my Jackal here, but again I get back at Naganadel, I can go for a Sludge Wave again, and I can get that Beast Boost afterwards. This goes for Protect, but again you have no Steel type, no Golurk to switch into this Sludge Wave. So I'm actually going to...
Because, team, I am just, to be modest. I want to see how much this will do to Dark Mana 10 at +1. Wave, feature, modest, that's fine.
+1. It looks like I do just annihilate their Mana 10 with this. Go back to the battle. With 2 Deoxys speed hard. And they take 78. They do get poisoned. It should not matter. I am faster than you. I'm Choice Scarf Naganadel. I will get the special attack Beast Boost. And unless this Dark Mana 10 has like Soulfest or lots of investment, I don't see. I think this is a win right here. Hitmontop switches in, but it took 40 from the last one. So I don't know. It should be taking exactly 60, but I can't really risk that here. I just need any sort of chip on this thing. So I think I just go into Gucha right here. They go for triple axle, get a nice crit there. Unfortunately I'm not in my custap range, so I have to endure here. No, I'm faster than this because it got all it lowered its speed a lot with that. So just go for heavy slam here. I'll get my kill. And I can endure next turn, be brought into my custap range. And then just get one more kill. I do have my custap berry. I'm not sure if I want to actually save this or just go hard to Galgi. I want to know how much my Naganadel will do to their Mana 10 with Flamethrower at +0 if I can knock that out. That's not a good roll, especially since it can have some HP investments. Yeah, I think I pretty much have to go for the heavy slam here. Hopefully this doesn't KO yet, but it's able to do 82, so I can go for the Sludge Wave one more time, get the Beast Boost. And it's definitely just going to come down to the roll and Hitmontop. I wish I could have gotten rocks up for that thing specifically. Again, it can miss triple axle, like it's having to go for triple axle a lot. It can miss it for Galgi or Naganadel, which can just win me the game very easily. What top switches in on that?
Top was on special attack. This is a suppressed max HP, will do 15 to 60 at +1. It could have technically been max HP and max roll, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what the roll on this thing is. Let's see if I get the kill or if it goes for triple axle misses. Let me come down to this. I do get what I presume is a roll. Maybe it's not. Either way, this will be it, I presume. There's no way Tapu Lele can live this, and my Dragalge does have a Focus Sash. So, narrowly get through this thing. I still want to know the EVs on that to see the roll, but very good game too. Lulu brought it down to the last 2 mons. Being able to deny rocks is really good, especially that Babiri Berry. To be able to live that Iron Tail, I guess I should have went for beat up, but I don't know. I don't think that would have killed, but good game. I'll bring you guys back next time.